Hello again, everyone. Zach Attack is here with my first Atakline or video in general here on YouTube in a little while. I've been taking a break from making videos, enjoying life, and more importantly, enjoying my vacation. I just got back from a vacation yesterday. It was supposed to be a little longer. I was supposed to be gone for 10 days, but I was only gone for 7 because me and my dad decided to go on a cross-country trek on our new motorcycle of 93 Goldwing we bought with a trailer attached to it. And our intention, which we did mostly, was camping across the country to Virginia Beach in West Virginia, and also made a little pit stop to Pennsylvania to celebrate my birthday, which was just last week, this past Tuesday. So I spent that week by traveling. I left last Monday, the 7th. No, the 8th. Left the 8th. Stayed, like, the first major stop was Virginia Beach, but we stayed in Pennsylvania first. Like, we went halfway, stayed in Pennsylvania, went to trivia that night. That was fun. I like trivia. And we were not that far from Heinz Field, the home of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then the next night, the 9th, we traveled from Pennsylvania to Virginia Beach. Went to another trivia night for my birthday. And the next night, on the 10th, stayed in Virginia Beach to see the Dixie Chicks. They were here in Detroit, but not only did I have a gig that night, but also it was raining that night. So I was kind of glad I didn't see them then in Detroit. So I saw them in Virginia Beach at an amphitheater, the Veterans Home United Loans Amphitheater, formerly known as Farmborough's Live. It was not that far from the campground I was at. I was at a KOA, 20 minutes away from the amphitheater, so not that far at all. Very big amphitheater, bigger and long than Pine Knob even. I had lawn tickets. I did get upgraded to Pavilion with my dad, but the sound in the Pavilion was too loud for us. We never felt like that in Pavilion before. They had 2 openers, Dixie did. Smooth House Smith, kind of a folk rocky duo, who were fun. Then I saw Vintage Trouble again for the second time. Saw him last year open up for AC/DC. Big improvement from that. For one, the sound was better. The sound mix was atrocious in the stadium. And it was an amphitheater this time, so it got better sound. And the crowd was better. It wasn't about the drunk 50-year-old guys waiting to see Angus Young stuck in his schoolboy uniform. It was a right amount of people. You know what I mean? It was like country fans, but also music fans. And then it sort of had the crowd going better than it did at AC/DC. Better sound. It was a little loud, but it was still better than AC/DC sound. And the Dixie Chicks did it great for the most part. You know it's a good show when their walkout song is Let's Go Crazy by Prince. But Government skated quickly when it opened up with 4 album cuts in a row that nobody knew. But at least they struck back. When you only have like a certain number of songs, you have to fill in the blanks. But you don't start off your show at 4 songs nobody knows. But they got the show back on track with early on with great renditions of Some Days You Want to Dance, Long Time Gone, a fun cover of Nothing Compares to You, which some girls started dancing with me on the lawn and they didn't know that Prince wrote that song for Sinead O'Connor. And of course, really hitting the peak of the first half with Goodbye Earl, which they killed on. They had a little acoustic set with great renditions of Traveling Soldier, among others, which had a crowd going. Like, it was ebb and flow, like I said, but when they did the songs that people knew, like Traveling Soldier, Cowboy Take Me Away, Wide Open Spaces, Sin Wagon, and in my mind, the show ended with Not Ready to Make Nice. I'm not counting the song they did after Not Ready to Make Nice when people started to leave. When they brought out Smooth House Smith and Vintage Trouble to do a song. By that time, like, they went one encore song too long. But it was still a fun, entertaining country show this past Wednesday. Then Thursday, I went to Richmond with my dad. Traveled from Virginia Beach to Richmond after going to the ocean front there, which is awesome. First time being on the ocean since I was in Florida in 2004. And I went to a minor league baseball game, a Double-A affiliate of the San Francisco Giants, the Richmond Flying Squirrels. Went to a minor league baseball game here in Utica, Michigan before my vacation. Now it's fun. The Richmond game was just as fun. Utica's still funner. It has more things for kids to do. It has a good kids area. But they had Dipping Dots at this one. in Richmond. Friday, traveled from Virginia Beach to West Virginia. Spent the night there Friday night. Went to the West Virginia State Fair Saturday night. And it was an awesome state. It was my first real state fair from the county fairs. My first real state fair was incredible. A lot of food options. The fair was huge, man. You had hypnotists. You had live music from this group called the Avalanche. Were fun. A lot of great rides. Insane rides I've never seen before. Ever. Rides I haven't seen in years, like Inside Haunted House, little roller coaster. You know it's a good fair when you have Dipping Dots and Kettle Corn next to each other. Two of my favorite temptations. I didn't go for them, though. Because I had two more fairs to go to, which I'll get to those two in a second about why I'm here, not there. But one of the main reasons to go to West Virginia State Fair, the anchor behind my trip to get this whole thing going, was going to West Virginia State Fair to see Alabama. Country Music Hall of Famers played there. And they were fantastic. And awesome. Unlike the Dixie Chicks, who, like I said, started out with 4 album cuts in a row. This is how you start a show, Dixie Chicks. Alabama started with 4 hits in a row. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta fiddle in the band. Good opening song. Along with Tennessee River, Dixieland Line, and Song in the South. Sorry, I'm singing, but they were awesome songs. And the grandstand was sold out. Standing room only. Seats were still available. There was some scattered in the grandstand, but it was a full-on sellout. It was a 21-song show, almost 2 hours, and they killed. Randy, Eddie, and Jeff killed it. Snuck some covers in of Waylon Jennings, not Waylon Jennings, but Merle Haggard's Rookie Man Blues, and Take Me Home Country Roads, because we were in West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Snuck in also 2 new songs from Southern Drawl. No Bathroom Break song for people. They didn't go bathroom break. They were nice new songs, but we all came for the hits. Or songs like Closer You Get, Love in the First Degree, Feel So Right, Lay Me Down, Lady Down in Love, When We Make Love, High Cotton, Born Country, my personal favorite, I'm in a hurry to get things done, and Roll on 18-wheeler, roll on. And the final song, the best song of the night for sure, Mountain Music, which had everyone standing up. In most of my section, most of the show, they weren't standing up. But they were clapping and singing along, and there was a wide amount of ages. So on that great fair on Saturday, Sunday, me and my dad intended to leave West Virginia in a beautiful campsite. It was full of gravel roads, but it was still a beautiful campsite. Greenbrier River. In a very small town of Alderson, you couldn't even get a GPS signal there. Yet it was a smartphone. We were leaving West Virginia. We were tired. West Virginia was like the breaking point of the trip. Because we thought pacing this trip on a motorcycle was going to be great, but the traveling was too much for us. Traveling in between was insane. The stop-and-go traffic kind of took its toll, and we were both tired out as we were leaving West Virginia. Our intention was to go to Indiana and Illinois State Fairs. However, not only were we exhausted, mostly my dad who was driving and setting up camp everywhere, you know, we had a trailer with camping equipment, we found out there was flood warnings in Indiana. So, coupled with exhaustion, and not wanting to take a chance to go through Indiana's floody area. Didn't matter how flooded it was. Took no chances. So we went straight home. Came home last night. We left Sunday. We went as far as we can. Had to stay somewhere in West Virginia. Then left last night. And then came home around 9 o'clock last night. So I'm going to Maine Fair for the first time in a couple years. To make up for not going to Illinois or Italy. And I'm still going to see Salt and Pepper this Friday at Pine Elm, as scheduled. And I was supposed to have a gig on Saturday night, but my dad got exhausted and got a little heat stroke because he puked a lot on the way home. He had to lay down twice on the way home. He had some pain pills too. He took a lot of pain pills because he was in pain. You know, like I said, the travel took a lot on him. So we had to cancel a gig because of that. A night gig, but I could do. There was a Saturday afternoon gig I had scheduled too, but I may still do that one because that's an afternoon show, and it's not as much on my dad to lift. It's an audio only show, not the big lights and stuff. So that one maybe for most Macomb Mustangs that may still happen. So there you go. Short while lasted, but it was still fun. Awesome vacation. Now on with the entertainment news with your number ones. We haven't made an Atakline in a couple of weeks. The last major number one movie, Star Trek Beyond, and then Jason Bourne was number one. And for the last 2 weeks in a row, Suicide Squad still number one, second week in a row. The second DC movie to drop in the second week this year, dropping to 43 million, 67%. It's like what happened to Superman vs. Batman. Big drop after the first week. But two movies made some debuts, including a big debut, an impressive debut, for the raunchy rated R comedy, animated, Starship Party, debuting with 34 million, number 2. While the remake of an old Disney classic, Pete's Dragon, lands at number 3 with 21 million. So congrats to that box office. Congrats to your number one Suicide Squad. And Suicide Squad not only holds the number one movie, it's got the number one soundtrack, the number one album in the country. And Suicide Squad's soundtrack is number one, debuts at number one, with 128,000 copies of traditional album sales west from streaming and iTunes. I think it kicked off Drake. Yeah, Drake finally ended, The reign of Drake finally ended. Not just the reign of Drake ended on the top 200 album charts. The reign of Drake ended on the singles chart as well. For the last 4 weeks, we've had a new number one, being Cheap Thrills by Sia. With help from the remix from Sean Paul, the song went to number one. Kind of like what happened with Katy Perry's Last Friday Night with Missy Elliott. The remix helped the song be the number one after the original that didn't help. The original version did okay, but then the remix came out, counts as sales, helped Last Friday Night become Katy's record-breaking 5th number one from Teenage Dream, tying herself with Michael Jackson's Bad. Being the first person since MJ to have number 5 from a single album. So now Sia's number 1, 4 weeks in a row. So congrats to your number ones. Now speaking of a woman who's been chart topping a lot, especially on album and singles, well, can't help but talk about Adele. I'm going to see Adele next month at the Palace. She's, of course, on her ongoing U.S. leg of her globe-trotting 25 World Tour. She'll be at the Palace, like I said, next month. I think I'm going show number 2, Wednesday. I think she's doing a Tuesday and Wednesday. I'm going Wednesday. She made some revelating news in a show in Los Angeles that was interesting, but it may or may not be true. According to Adele at the show in Los Angeles at the Staples Center this past Saturday, she said she was asked by the NFL and Pepsi to do the Super Bowl Halftime show next year at Super Bowl 51. I forgot where it is, though. Is it in Minnesota? Anywho, actually it takes place in Houston on February 5th. Fox will be airing it. Adele said that she was asked to do Super Bowl, saying that I am not doing the Super Bowl. I mean, come on, that show is not about music. And I can't dance or anything like that. They were really kind. They did ask me, but I said no. But Pepsi and NFL countered that by saying Adele wasn't even asked, releasing a statement saying the NFL and Pepsi are big fans of Adele's. We have had conversations with several artists about the Super Bowl Halftime show. However, we have not at this point extended a formal offer to Adele or anyone else. We are focused on putting together a fantastic show in Houston for Houston. We look forward to revealing that in good time. Even NFL says that the halftime show can be about the music. Yes, it is spectacle, with staging and effects and guest stars. But music can speak volumes at a halftime show. Just ask U2. They had minimal staging for the halftime show back in 2002, a poignant and emotional halftime show some are calling one of the best halftime shows of all time, especially in Super Bowl history, especially coming after 9/11. And Prince, too. Prince had limited staging, too. And the music spoke in his halftime show in 2007. And Adele could do the same. And I think Adele would be awesome at the halftime show. Better than Coldplay! But hopefully pick somebody better than Coldplay and don't need Beyonce and Bruno Mars to bear their asses out. Like what happened with Coldplay at Super Bowl 51 next year in Houston. So there you go. Speaking of Super Bowl, how about the Super Bowl of award shows? Or should I say Super Bowl of music award shows? The VMAs. I usually make a video about my thoughts on the nominations, but I didn't make one this year. But the top nominee is happened to be Adele. She leads with 8. Well, it's second leading. Beyonce leads with 11. Including Video of the Year with Formation, Again Hello by Adele, and Justin Bieber Sorry, Hotline Bling by Drake, and Kanye West's Famous. The infamous video. Now, the show is next week. Next Sunday, to be specific. August 28th. Not this Sunday, the 21st. That's SummerSlam Sunday for me and my fellow wrestling fans. But the next Sunday, the 28th. Which will take place for the first time ever in MSG. That's insane. The VMA has been going for over 30 years. It's been in Radio City Music Hall, in the Metropolitan Opera House, but never in MSG. It was at Barclays Center a couple years back. But MSG gets to host the VMAs for the first time. And I cannot believe we're only a week away. We have our first, now we're 13 days away from the VMAs. And we just got our first confirmed performer. Performing for the first time on the VMAs since 2007. A VMA icon returns to perform. Britney Spears will perform her latest top 10 single, Make Me, from a yet-to-be-released album coming out next week, Glory, which is coming out 2 days before the VMAs. Make Me's okay. She released a new song from that album, which is better. She released a teaser video today announcing her performance. And yes, G-Eazy, who is nominated for a couple VMAs of his own, I think. I need to double check that. No, he's not. I thought he'd be nominated for Me, Myself, and I, but he's not. Anyway, he will be joining Britney to perform. For the first time ever on television, the first performance of Make Me on TV. So it is interesting to see Britney, the first performer. And like I said, the first time since a now infamous 2007 performance in Vegas. Don't let her open the show. Because that's when she opened the show in 07. And we all know how that ended. Badly. And like I said, she hasn't performed since. Because she's appeared, to present an award, accept Video Vanguard, but not performed. But at least Britney's better than she was in 07. Mentally and everything. So there you go. Britney Spears, the first confirmed performer for the VMAs on the 20th of August from MSG. Of course, voting is still open for a lot of awards. You can even vote on Facebook Messenger. That's crazy. That Facebook Messenger you can vote. Wow. Social media rules indeed. So that is it for my attack line for the first time in a while. For this Tuesday, August 16th. Happy birthday, Madonna. Speaking of VMA legend. Of course, Britney performed with Madonna and kissed Madonna in 03. One of the last big talked about performances before Miley Cyrus's in 2013. So there you go. That 9-minute attack by the news from Zach. See you later. Yeah. And I'll try my best to not have a long delay between attack lines again. So thank you. Amen.